The paper was torn from the inside cover of a second-hand novel, the faint outline of someone else's name still visible beneath the tear. He chose a black gel pen that smudged slightly along the edge of his palm as he wrote. The folds were neat and symmetrical, measured carefully against the table, each wing aligned as though precision might steady what he was about to confess.
I moved the bag. You think the seat by the window was empty when you got on the train. You think you chose it. You always say it was fate that we ended up sitting beside each other that morning. You like telling the story. You say the carriage was crowded and that somehow there was one seat left, and it happened to be next to me. There was not one seat left. I saw you step onto the platform before the train arrived. You were standing under the timetable board reading it as though you did not quite trust it. You kept tucking your hair behind your ear, even though the wind was not strong enough to justify it. I had already been waiting for 10 minutes. I had already noticed you. When the train pulled in and the doors opened, I walked faster than I needed to. I slid into the window seat and placed my bag on the one beside it. You hesitated in the aisle, looking for somewhere to sit. I watched you scan the carriage. I waited until you were almost past me before I lifted the bag and said, "You can sit here." You smiled like it was relief. You thanked me. You have told that story so many times that even I have begun to hear it the way you do. Accidental, serendipitous, two strangers placed side by nothing more than timing, but I curated that moment. I chose the seat because it gave me an excuse to offer it. I offered it because I wanted to hear your voice up close. When you say we met by chance, I nod. When you call it coincidence, I let you. I do not tell you that I saw you first. I do not tell you that I decided, in the space between the platform and the carriage, that I would rather risk looking foolish than let you pass without trying. I am not sure whether that makes our story less romantic or more honest. I only know that sometimes, when you are halfway through telling it at dinners or parties, I feel the urge to interrupt and say, "I moved the bag." I never do.
He stepped outside just before dusk and released the aeroplane into the cooling evening air. In the keeper's chamber, the folded book cover settled upon the desk and was opened with quiet attention. As the final crease eased flat, a faint ticking somewhere high in the rafters seemed to pause briefly before continuing once more into its steady rhythm.